Matt develops a strategy to ally with Emily and Elizabeth and vote the other guys off. Elizabeth likes the new plan.
One of the main reasons why I want to switch over is because I don't trust the guys at all.
At the task, the tribe built a tall structure out of newspaper and tape. At the blindfold challenge, Mike won immunity, and everyone began to scheme to avoid the vote. The old Baran members were wary of Elizabeth.
Liz is being kind of annoying, you know. She's very stubborn with who she wants to vote for. That's partially because she's on to us.
And Emily struggled to decide to go with Matt and Elizabeth or her old alliance.
No matter what, the next few challenges are gonna be a test of my morals anyways, so maybe I should do strategy now.
Ultimately, at tribal council, she voted for Matt, and he was kicked out of the tribe.
Matt, the tribe has spoken.
5 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Tribal council went pretty much as planned. We got rid of the all the same Blue members except Liz, who's in our alliance as of now. And but one thing that shocked me was the vote against Ryan.
Alright, well, personally, I think that Survivor's been fun, but it's a little bit stressful now. Starting to impede on our day-to-day lives.
Okay, where do I begin? Right now I'm very, very frustrated and kind of annoyed and stressed with what's been going on. Well, since we're roommates, Survivor also goes farther than just our group activities because we have to deal with it living together, and it's always on our minds, and it's put some tension on our friendship because we want to help each other, but we don't want to break anything we have with anyone else.
Yes, I agree.
Last week I felt so much pressure from Matt and then Liz joining in, trying to get me to vote with those three and vote Ed off and then Ryan and then Mike. But I didn't break down, which I guess I'm proud of myself for that, and I stayed with the guys who I was originally with. But they were definitely pressuring me until the very last second. I was the last person to vote, and until I walked up there by myself, that was when they quit, and it was so annoying and so frustrating. Okay, so now we're down to 5 people, and after tribal council, it's gonna be the final 4. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Well, last tribal council was absolutely terrible because Mike and then Ryan. But we decided not to, even though he was begging us up to the very last second. And it was so hard because a part of me wanted to, because I knew we would be safe with him no matter what. But I couldn't go against Mike and Ryan, who I've been with since the very beginning. So that was so stressful. I just wanted to leave so badly. But I kind of broke down under all the pressure, and I said to Elizabeth, well, since we're not going to vote with Matt tonight, maybe we can get Ed to go with us next week so that we'll have a 3-2 majority, and we can at least have a couple more weeks of safety for sure. I felt bad with Elizabeth because she started to doubt Mike and Ryan, so we came up with this plan for Ed.
Alright, well, I was putting the screws on pretty tight to Emily during tribal council because I really wanted her to vote with Matt, and that wasn't, I don't know, I felt kind of pressured by Matt. He was calling us all the time, and even to the last second, like he voted for Ed when he did his ballot thing, and that was just to give us the option if we wanted to vote for Ed, we could, and get him off, but it was very stressful, so Emily's trying to console me and make me shut up, so she said that we should do a little something with Ed, and what we were to do was to talk to Ed and align with him, us three, and start picking up the two guys, Mike and Ryan. And so today, I called Ed because I was getting a little bit stressed out, so I called Ed and asked him what he thought about it, and so far he hasn't responded. He said, let me think about it, I'm doing my homework, and I need to finish it, but I'll get back to you.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
What's up, Trevor? For today's task, we're going to play a little game. In a way, it simulates what goes on in Survivor. Oftentimes, when you guys are playing this game of Survivor, you may have to lie or tell white lies, maybe just stretch the truth a little bit. So the game we're about to play today, it's called Mafia, and it's basically all about lying. And in order to win, you have to lie the best. This is how it's going to work. One of you is going to be the Mafia, one of you is going to be the Inspector. If you're the Mafia, the point of the game is to kill everyone else before they kill you, and if you're anyone else, you have to kill the Mafia before they kill you. So you're all going to sit in a circle, and you're going to put your heads down and I'm going to tap one person as the Mafia, one person as the Inspector. You'll all then put your heads up and go around and say, I'm not the Mafia.
I'm not the Mafia. I'm not the Mafia.
I am not the Mafia.
I'm not the Mafia.
I'm not the Mafia.
You then start accusing each other as to why you think a certain person is the Mafia. Ultimately, you're going to take a vote at the end of that round and kill someone. If you didn't kill the Mafia, the game's going to continue, everyone's going to put their head down again, and the Mafia is going to kill someone in the middle of the night. The Inspector is going to point to someone and ask me whether or not they're the Mafia or not. I'll just say yes or no. Then it'll be daybreak, someone will be dead, and the game will continue.
Mike, I think you're the Mafia.
Why?
Because you put your eyes down when you said you're not the Mafia.
What the hell does that mean?
You were lying.
That's a pretty quick accusation you made.
Well, I'm a sleuth, if you will. I always jump to conclusions right away.
How about you keep your eyes focused on it when you're talking instead of looking at the ground?
That's what I do when I talk. Don't play this horse shit with me. I am not the Mafia.
A little tense.
No, I'm not tense. You guys are stupid.
If you're not the Mafia, why are you accusing someone else of being the Mafia?
Because I think you're it.
No, but
I'm going to kill Wade.
Anyone else want to kill Wade?
I want to do a Gabbo.
Anyone else want to kill Gabbo? Gabbo, you have another defense?
This game's stupid.
Gabbo, you're dead. Move out of the circle. Okay, heads down. Nightfall. Mafia, head up. Point to someone you want to kill. Mafia, head down. Inspector, head up. Point to someone who you think it is. Inspector, head down. Daybreak, heads up. Sorry to say, Ed, you were killed during the night. Out of the game.
All right. I know I'm not the mafia. I'm the inspector because I didn't lift my head up. And,
Me neither. I think you're the mafia. Why? Because you're quiet. Quiet.
you're the mafia.
Which one of you proves? Because it's not me. No, it's not. So maybe it was you, eh?
It wasn't me.
Why not?
Because I wasn't picked.
And neither was I.
Well, neither was I.
I think you were.
I think you were.
No.
I vote for
I
Emily.
wanted to kill Emily.
I vote Emily.
Same.
You have no basis to just. I'm not the freaking mafia.
Alright, come on. Then who did you want to vote for if you have the mafia? Who do you think's the mafia?
Well, both of you are looking at me, so somebody. You?
I can honestly say about the mafia.
Who wants to vote for Wade? Who wants to vote for Elizabeth?
That's right.
Who wants to vote for Emily? Emily, you're dead. Got the game.
I'm scared.
Game over. You killed the mafia. Says Emily.
You almost got me.
Alright guys, good job. Lion. Head back to camp.
Good job with the line and all.
I'm just really confused right now. I just have to take time to think about it. I need to talk to them. Some of the stuff Elizabeth and Emily told me seemed kind of fake.
We just decided that Ed would be the best person because we had the option to vote him off in the last tribal council, and we didn't. So that just shows kind of, I don't know, loyalty.
Elizabeth and Emily told me that that Elizabeth voted for Ryan and Matt voted for me, but she told Matt to tell me something else. So I don't know. It seems all really, really complicated, and it's tough.
Ryan has made a promise to Ed to be in the final two. He has made a promise with Gabbo to be in the final two, and he has made a promise with Emily and I to be in the final three. So I mean, he's playing his cards well.
So I don't know what to do. People are lying to me left and right. You know, Emily and Elizabeth are telling me that, you know, Ryan's gonna boot me off. You know, because Ryan's been playing his cards. He's been telling everybody, you know, they'll go to the final two together.
Yeah, all my scheming around could hurt me in the end in terms of the people that got to the tribal council. I'm not really worrying too much about it right now, but when it comes down to it, people getting voted off right now don't have an exact knowledge of who's behind their getting voted off. So I think I'm pretty safe for the most part.
But it's just, you know, and I was talking to Ryan, and maybe he's lying to me for guaranteeing me this good spot in the final two.
And then the fact that Emily and I have no votes against our name, and Ed has a bunch, so we would make him pretty strong, because right now he's kind of weak, and he could go either this time or next time.
If Ed does say yes, I'm pretty sure I trust him. The reasons we gave him for coming with us are pretty good. Like, we did save his ass last time. And with my vote, he could have been gone. And I decided not to. So that was one thing. And the fact that Ryan's been telling Ed and Elizabeth and Mike that would be down to the final 3 and 2. Ed knows that he's been lied to now, but I don't know. It just depends on whether he believes us or not. I think I can trust Ed. I mean, I've trusted him this far in our own alliance to my original team. And I know Elizabeth will do anything to save herself right now.
I just don't know because everybody's lying, and you know, I just don't know who to trust at this point.
Here's this week's clue for the challenge. Look for the pattern and use your wit. The key to victory is making it fit. You need to be wary of the time you're consuming. If you take too long, eviction is looming. With the final 4 pending, you don't want to lose, or a tribal council, it could be you that they choose.
What's up, Mike? going Ed. Emily, how you doing? What's up, Ryan? Hey, Elizabeth.
Hello, Jeff.
Welcome to today's challenge. Today's challenge is going to test your wit once more. In front of you, there are 5 stations. Can everyone come and stand next to a certain station? Now on 3, flip it over.
Oh God.
In front of you is a 300-piece puzzle, exactly identical to everyone else's puzzle. The person to complete their puzzle first wins immunity. Now, before we start this challenge, I just want to remind you of something. There's 5 of you left. Win this immunity, and you're guaranteed a spot in the Final Four and guaranteed to win money. Okay. Survivors ready? Go!
Don't make some of the pieces.
Holy cow, there's a lot.
Well, there's 300 of them.
Just try them all pieced together already. Not 2 points. Whose pieces are coming?
You never know too much.
That's okay. Shut up.
Looks like Elizabeth's trying to get the corners done first.
I gotta see her space.
Alright guys, now, you've been surviving New Campus for a couple months now, and you must be pretty hungry, pretty much starving.
Yeah, give me
Yes.
pretzels.
And you've been working on this puzzle now for quite some time. Must be getting pretty tiring. So, what would you say if I was to offer you some pretzels?
No way!
Oh shit.
You have to quit
Now
the
it's
challenge.
on.
You couldn't win immunity, but you would get pretzels. You gonna do it, Ed? Any takers? Brian, why don't you just smell one of these?
How about you get out of my face, Jeff?
Can I smell one?
Looks like Emily's in the lead. Brian's pulling ahead. Mike's falling behind.
Well, I'm quite happy that I suck in life.
I'll see you later.
Looking good, Brian. Looks like a race between Ryan and Emily. What would you do for one piece of Hershey's milk chocolate?
Hershey's.
Hershey's.
Suck your left toe.
Or give up immunity?
I'm done.
You want chocolate?
Yeah, I'll
You
give
want
me a chocolate.
No immunity for you. No Final Four necessarily.
Okay.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.
It's good, huh? Elizabeth's out. There's 4 of you left.
I think you have a self-confidence problem.
I think you should shut the hell up.
Emily's got less than 30 pieces to go. Wade's got 26. Yeah, you up?
No.
I'm behind.
Yeah, Ed, come on!
Strike a comeback here. I'm just waiting till I get down to about 1 or 2 pieces.
Four pieces left. Two more.
I can't! Just put it in.
What else are you gonna do with it?
I think that's the same problem.
Wade!
Yeah?
Immunity!
Yeah! My dad is shot. Hey! He's gonna stop!
Wade, congratulations. Everyone, job council tomorrow night. See you then. Get back to you.
The challenge pretty much sucked. Who puts together a puzzle for a challenge and get some damn ideas? Good lord. But it was cool. I mean, I sucked it up, but it went well, I guess. Wade won immunity, which didn't affect any future plans. So it was good that he won it instead of anyone else. But I don't know. It took too long as well. An hour and a half to put together a puzzle. Who comes up with this stuff?
Challenge. That was pretty difficult. It took a long time too. I was thinking it'd take an hour or so, but it took about 2 hours, a good 2 hours. And I thought at first that I'd be pretty good at it because I did a lot of puzzles and I was a wee one. But I was obviously really sucked at it. And after a while, I just kind of wanted to enjoy the last section of the challenge and watch Ryan and Emily battle it out. So I decided to quit and get the chocolate since I am deprived. So I don't know, I didn't want to be a quitter, but I just also want to enjoy it, kind of lay back, take it a little bit more relaxed, and everyone else is like, yeah. So I just kind of want to take this game a little more chill. I don't know, I feel like it's getting a little bit stressful.
Recently, during this week, I learned that Liz had actually given Ryan that vote. Emily actually told me this, and she told me not to tell Ryan, and so the whole week I was contemplating whether to tell Ryan or not, because she told me not to, but I think it would greatly affect Ryan's vote if he was going to vote for her or not. And I don't know, I just think that shows that she doesn't trust us enough, and I think since she doesn't trust us, she pretty much needs to go. So I ended up telling Wade, and we were thinking about voting for her the whole time, but that pretty much sealed the vote for her, and pretty much me and Ryan are gonna vote for Liz, and we have to convince Ed or Emily to vote for her as well. But I think that's what it's gonna come down to. But who knows? Strange things could happen.
Do I trust Ryan? Not really, no. I mean, I like him as a person, but in Survivor world, no, I don't trust him at all because he's made promises to Ed, he's made promises to Mike, and he's made promises to us, and he's not ashamed to admit it either. I mean, he tells us that he has lied to so-and-so and so-and-so. Like, he's lied to Kelly, he's lied to Rochelle, to their faces. when he was voting them off that tribal council. So I mean, no, I don't trust him, and I don't think he trusts me either because I backstabbed my own team members, and why wouldn't I backstab him? So I think we don't trust each other.
I need to talk to Ryan because, you know, I think I trust him pretty well, but you know what? He might be lying to everybody. He might be lying to me too. But right now, I think the whole Elizabeth story seems a little shaky. But I don't know. She could be telling the truth. But the fact is that she backstabbed her whole team and screwed all those people. Makes me think, you know, they want me to be part of the final three, but what's keeping them from voting me off once they can get to final three? At this point, I want to think about getting to the final two.
And it's just, I don't know what to do. We actually called Ed today, and he hasn't answered us yet, so I'm still not sure. And I made her do it because I couldn't go against Mike and Ryan that much, even though if Ed does say yes, I did say I would vote with Ed and Elizabeth. And it would have to be Mike because Ryan has immunity. And I was so tempted to call back Ed myself and say, don't do it. Just tell her no.
I trust Mike. You know, Mike's been pretty straightforward with me. At least it seems, but you know, I can't trust anybody because everybody's lying.
I really don't have any qualms with Mike. I mean, he's just kind of along for the ride. Right now, I'm not too threatened by him, but he's just another pawn of Ryan's. I mean, Ryan controls Ed, he controls Mike, and he controls Emily and I. And unless we do something to change that, we're just going to get picked off, and he's going to be in the final three with who knows who.
Mike, he's been good. I don't know, he didn't seem like he's been lying lately. I don't know.
I'm not really nervous. I mean, I know what's coming. If I get voted off, I'm not going to be surprised. And I think that's fine. The game is the game. And if you get voted off, you get voted off. It's not a huge issue where I'm going to be crying or anything. But I've come this far, and I'm happy with it. But if I can go farther, I'd like to try to do that.
I trust Emily very much so. I trust her and Ryan. I've trusted them throughout the game, and I think they've done the same with me. And so, I mean, I trust her, and throughout the game, we've told each other everything that was going on, and like what we were going to do, and like we've strategized together. And since the beginning, we made a promise to each other that we'd stick together to the end. I mean, I didn't think it'd work at all, but it's gotten this far.
So I just don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what Ed's going to say. And I'm having a dilemma of whether I should try to talk to Ed and tell him to not do it, or if I should just go with him and vote off Mike.
People have to stop lying. You know, it's getting to my head and can't do my work.
I think pretty much every week I fear getting voted off. I think that's just part of the game. You always suspect that you're gonna be gone. But as it's gone on, I've feared it even more since people get more and more desperate. I think they are more passionate about getting people onto their side. And
at this point, people just want to win that money. You know, I want to win the money too, so it's hard. And but I know that if I do get voted off tonight, it's not because they don't like me. It's just I didn't play the game as well as they did. I didn't lie as well as they did. I didn't plan things out. But it should be interesting tonight to see what happens.
I don't really think the money is the issue. I think it's just the principle of going as far as you can, pushing the limits. I never thought I would last this far. I thought I would be out so quick, but I've made it this far, and I mean, I really didn't even start playing the game until I aligned with the other two and backstabbed the other guys. So when I did that, I knew it was serious, and I knew I had to start looking out for myself.
I don't know at this point. It just seems like everybody's lying to me. And how can I vote for somebody You know, how can I vote with people who are lying to me? And it just seems, just, you know, I can't trust anybody at this point. I know it's just a game, which sucks because the people that are still left in the game are all my good friends, and it just, everybody's playing the game, and, you know, I don't want to be playing this game. But it seems like I have to, and have to start lying a little bit. Kind of been on the low key for a while, having people call the shots, but I think now there's 5 people. I think I gotta start playing this game and start being a little nasty.
What's up, Mike? Brian? Hey, Emily? What's up, Elizabeth? How you doing, Ed? Before we get started, we're just gonna bring in our jury. Due to the heavy monsoons, we had to change our tribal council location tonight. Tribal council number 12. Made it pretty far. Brian, as you know, this is going to be on television. How do you think you're viewed by the people who are going to watch it?
I think by the viewers, I'll probably seem like an ass because I've had to lie to people to their face already. Yeah, like some of our members on the tribal council. It sucks, so I'm sure like other people have done it too. So I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Brian, you got immunity tonight.
Yes.
That means guaranteed Final Four, guaranteed you win money.
Yes.
How's that feel?
Yeah, it definitely feels good. Last night I could sleep happy.
Emily, you've been playing the political game because it is a political game, but in a friendliest manner as possible. Was that your plan all along?
Well, this game is definitely about strategy, so you do have to include the politics of it, but you don't want to make any enemies at the same time. So, yeah, that's kind of been my goal.
Mike, are you proud of how you played this game?
I think there are definitely parts of the way I've played this game that I'm very proud of, but also parts that I'm ashamed of, and I think that can go for pretty much all of us.
Ed, we started this game with 16 people. 12 of them were from Keys, and 4 were from Duchesne. The 4 Duchesners are still here. You're the last Keys resident. How does that suit you?
Well, Jeff, I think when we started off with 16 people, it was Keys versus Duchesne. But I think now we're one tribe, and I think, you know, there's no group, you know, because of dorms. I think, you know, we're out here as friends and we're playing the game. So right now I feel pretty confident that, you know, there's no bias because of the Keys.
But don't you think it's interesting that the past 11 ejections have been Keys people?
Well, as things have been going, I could have gotten pretty much every single week. I mean, I got a couple votes every single week. I just think that people here just played the game really well. It's not necessarily they're from Duchesne. It's just, you know, they played the game well, and we're all here, and we'll see what happens tonight.
So speaking of strategy, what has been your strategy throughout this whole game?
It was pretty simple. I pretty much, you know, I'm honest, I'm truthful, I keep my word. I kind of tried to stay away from, you know, lie in your face type of thing. But, you know, that could be hurting me, so we'll see how things go.
How about you, Elizabeth? What's your strategy been?
I really haven't had a set strategy. I mean, I've never really watched Survivor religiously or anything, so I didn't know what to think of the game, and I've just been kind of making up the rules as I go along.
Elizabeth, you are the last of the original Samburu. Are you thinking of that as you sit here tonight?
Actually, yes, I'm definitely thinking about it. I mean, we would like to sit here and say that we're all one group and everything, but I don't know if it breaks down like that. And I guess we're just going to have to see how it all plays out.
All right, well, the monsoons are pretty bad. I don't want to keep you guys out here longer than I have to. It's time to vote. Mike, you're up first.
I'm playing the game my way, and that's why I'm voting for you.
I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are tallied, the decision is final, and the person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Liz. Mike. Ed. Liz. That's 2 votes Liz, 1 vote Mike, 1 vote Ed. The final vote, Liz. Liz, could you grab your torch? Liz, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Congratulations, guys. You made the final 4. You can head back to camp. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode of Survivor.
I had a really good time. I met a lot of new people. Did my best. My mom always tells me to do my best, and all this time I put into Survivor.